Amina. I'm a pharmacy student and I'm a Hindu. Dr. Zakir, I just want to ask, you're from India. I'm not so sure whether you're familiar with this practice among Indians, regarding this leaf that you go and consult someone. And if you manage to find your leaf based on thumb print and other things like that, your whole life, your name, parents' name, past, future, what's going to happen is all written in that leaf. I don't know whether this is a practice of Hinduism or is something made by the temples or people. And if so, if everything is already written, how is it comparing Hinduism or maybe this practice with Islam, faith and free will? Thank you.
The sister posed the question that there may be certain practices in India about picking up leaf, which mentions about the future. There are different types of practices. It may not be part of the scripture, but there are different types, mainly talking about the future. Jyotish, go to Jyotish, to a fortune teller. Go to a fortune teller, different types. You see on the streets, there are many cards kept, and a parrot goes and picks up a card, and then they read, and that talks about the future. You go to a machine, put your date of birth, and the machine tells you something. Now, based on this, you go, it's very common, and people make a fast buck out of it. I'll first tell you about it. There was a psychologist in States who taught a class of 100 students, and at the end of a week, he said, I will tell you about your past to each student. And he wrote, and to each student separately, he gave them a check. He said, don't open. You open together, and after you open, you tell me how accurate was I in my talking about your past. So all the students open, and 95% of the students, they said that the professor was more than 90% correct. 5% said that he was 80% correct. The key to it was, the professor wrote the same thing for everyone. For example, you go to a machine and give a birth date, and the machine will tell you, something bad is going to happen in the next 10 days. Even if 100 good things happen, something bad will happen. The next person, the machine will say that something good is going to happen. Even if 100 bad things happen, something good will happen. So most of these things, talking about the future, it's a big fast.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, because like my family, it's a thing to do this. So my leaf was found and they read it. So things in it like, because science students try to think logically, rational, whether it's possible. Because sometimes when some things they say, for example, this is your mother's name, they got it correct. This is your father's name, they got it correct. And I think it's in Sanskrit, so it's like you have to believe entirely what the guy is saying, because you can't check it yourself whether it's right or wrong. I think I was 16 when I read it, so they said the age where you read it was 16. There's still like maybe out of 10 things, 8 things you got correct. And it's like sometimes I try to think, how do they do this? And it seems a lot of people also come. So it's like this logic and the faith, it's like there's a fight there. Which should I believe?
I'll just come to it, sister. Let me complete my answer. That will cover your question also. As I was saying, that most of the people that do is a big fast. It's a big gimmick. Just to make fast money. What Quran says, which I mentioned in my talk, Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 90, Ya alladhina amanu, O you believe in namal khamru wal maisuru, most certainly intoxicants and gambling. Wal atabu wal azlamu, dedication of stones, divination of arrows, rishtu min amri shaitan. These are Satan's handiwork. Abstain from the handiwork that you may prosper. Here Quran says alcohol, gambling, fortune telling, and dedication of stone. Fortune telling is famous. These are Satan's handiwork. Abstain from it that you may prosper. Quran does not say that no one can predict the future. See, many Muslims don't realize what the Quran says. Alcohol, gambling, fortune telling, dedication of stones. These are Satan's handiwork. Abstain from it. Quran does not say no one can predict the future. But most of the people who predict the future, they are just doing a gimmick to make fast money out of it. Based on the Quran and the Hadith, we come to know that there are Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that there are jinns who listen and they pass on the message to certain people. We as Muslims should not be involved in it. It is prohibited. But that does not mean no one can predict the future. Most of the people who claim are all wrong. But there may be certain human beings who can predict the future. But we as human beings should not indulge in it, whether it's right or wrong. It will be bad for us. So based on this, the Quran says you should not indulge in it. Quran does not say you cannot. There are many people who talk about palm reading. And there are times when some people are 50% correct, some people are 70% correct. You put heads or tails, 50% will be right, sister. No, heads or tails, 50% will be right. So, some people do it just by chance. There may be few, maybe a very small percentage who may have the art of knowing about the past. That is mentioned in the Hadith of Prophet ﷺ. But we as Muslims should not indulge in it. We should not indulge in black magic. We should not indulge in fortune telling. Why? It will cause us harm. So in this context, sister, we as Muslims are not allowed. There may be a very small percentage which may tell quite a major portion of your past or of your future. A very small portion. But we as Muslims are not allowed to indulge in it. That's a commandment. Like how we are not allowed to have alcohol, we are not allowed to gamble. So indulging in it is not good, it is prohibited. The same thing I'll tell you, that as a human being, if you agree that Quran is the word of God, the Quran does not allow a human being to indulge in it. It will be nothing but loss in the long run for you. Hope that answers the question, sister.
Now, I mean, like, now once I've already seen it, I rather would have not seen it. But because now you know it, and then it's stuck here, it's a bit difficult sometimes when you want to just believe in fate or free will. And then in this context, do you believe that we can still practice free will, or is on fate?
Sister asked a question that if you know what is happening, then can you practice free will? As I told you, there's no one you can say who can 100% talk about the future. So even if you're, like you said, out of 10 things, 8 are coming correct. You may never know the thing which hasn't come correct yet will come correct or not. So you yourself said 80% correct. So it may come, may not. So it's in the free will. As far as Islam is concerned, Islam, we have to believe in destiny, that is qadar. It's one of the pillars of Iman that we Muslims should believe in qadar, in destiny. I will tell you what is destiny as far as Islam is concerned. That is clearly mentioned in the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when a child is born, the father is worn on the neck. Mentioned in the Quran. Everything what you're going to do, Allah knows. But that does not interfere with your free will. Allah has given a free will. For example, if a teacher is teaching in a classroom for 1 year, just before the final examination, the teacher predicts that this student, he will get first class. He'll come out first in the class. This student, he'll get second class. This student, he will fail. It's just an example, brother. Don't feel bad. Now, when the examination takes place, after the results out, this student comes out first class first, he gets second class, this student fails. Now, can the student who fails tell the teacher, because the teacher predicted I will fail, therefore I fail? Can he blame the teacher? Yes or no? No. Why? Because the teacher knew this student intelligent, used to do his homework, used to attend the class throughout the year, this student average, this student used to go for movies, play hooky, bunk school. So teacher predicted. Same way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ilm ghaib. Now the difference between the teacher and Allah is the teacher as a human being can make a mistake. Can be right 99% but not 100%. Always Allah has ilm ghaib. He has knowledge of the future, but He has given you a free will. For example, you come at a crossroad. There's road 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose any. You choose road 2. So Allah knows in advance. On this particular date, on the 29th of September, you will come at a crossroad, you will choose road 2. It is not because Allah has mentioned you will choose road 2 you're choosing, it is because you will be choosing Allah road in advance. For example, after you pass standard 12, to A levels, you can either become a doctor or engineer. You choose to become a doctor. a doctor. So Allah knows in advance that after you pass your A levels, you will choose to become a doctor. Choice is yours. Choice is yours. Not because Allah has written you have become a doctor, because you have chosen, Allah wrote in advance. Allah wrote in advance. Now once you have come at a crossroad, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have taken road 2, you come at another crossroad, A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. You choose road, D. Allah knows in advance that when you come at the next crossroad, you will choose road D. So it is because you will be choosing Allah road. Otherwise people will say, it's mentioned my taqdeer, I will commit murder, I committed murder, who's to blame? Allah is to blame, not me. If it's mentioned my destiny, I am going to rob, I rob, who's to blame? Allah is to blame. Allah gave you the option that after you finish your college, you can either rob or earn by doing hard work. You choose to rob. So Allah knows after you finish your college, you could do hard work or you could rob. You choose to rob. So you can't blame Allah. Allah knows in advance, Allah is in the gap. So there is something like taqdeer, destiny, in Islam, but Allah has given us the free will. Allah has given us the free will. We are responsible. Otherwise, where is the test? And Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Mulk, chapter number 67, verse number 2, Alladhi khalaqal mawta wal hayata. It's Allah who has created death and life to test which of you is good and deed. This life system is the test for the hereafter. So that's the reason Islam said, don't indulge in fortune telling about the future. Now as you're saying, something is always clicking here. So you may think that he may have told you, okay, at the age of 30 you will die. So you may be thinking, I'm going to die. You may not die. So what? If you have done a mistake, forget it, sister. Take it out. You lead your normal life. Try and find out which is the truth. What you have to do, sister? Do a research. Do a research of various religious scriptures. Which is the true scripture that will give you serenity, calmness, peace of mind. Read that scripture, follow it, and forget what the fortune teller has told you. Even if it comes out to be right, no problem. You do what you feel is right based on your research. That how to lead a life. So this Quran, sister, is the last and final guidance given by Almighty God to humanity. It's not meant only for the Muslims or the Arabs or the Malay. It's meant for the whole of humanity. And if you read this book, inshallah, you would get peace of mind. I request the volunteer to gift you a copy of the English translation of the Quran. You read it, inshallah, give you peace of mind. Hope that answers the question.